History remembers the pharaohs of Egypt, but history forgot the kings who conquered them. For nearly 100 years, Egypt, the greatest civilization on earth, was ruled by powerful kings from the south. Warriors, builders, believers. They came from the Kingdom of Kush. Today, they are remembered as the Black Pharaohs. This is their forgotten story. Far to the south of Egypt, beyond the endless deserts, along the mighty Nile River, a powerful kingdom was rising. It was called the Kingdom of Kush. While Egypt slowly grew weaker, Kush became richer, stronger, and more united. Its kings built magnificent temples. They raised towering pyramids. They worshipped the god Amun, just as the ancient Egyptians once had. But they were not simply copying Egypt. They were creating a civilization of their own. Then, everything changed. As Egypt grew divided, one man watched from the south. His name was King Piye. He believed Egypt had lost its way. The temples were neglected. The gods were no longer honored. The land of the pharaohs had become divided by rival kings. Piye believed it was his sacred duty to restore order, to reunite the Nile, and to reclaim the glory of the ancient world. So he gathered his generals, his finest archers, his fearless cavalry, and marched north toward Egypt. The march north was long. Thousands of soldiers crossed deserts, followed the Nile, and entered Egyptian territory. City after city fell before Piye's army. Some rulers surrendered without a fight. Others chose war, but none could stop the advancing Kushite king. Then, Piye reached the greatest prize of all, Memphis, the ancient capital of Egypt, protected by massive walls and surrounded by the Nile itself. Many believed Memphis could never fall. They were wrong. Memphis was more than a city. It was the heart of Egypt, protected by towering walls and surrounded by the waters of the Nile. Many armies had failed to capture it. Piye knew a direct attack would cost thousands of lives, so instead of attacking the walls, he studied the river. Then, he made a bold decision. Under the cover of dawn, his soldiers crossed the Nile. They attacked where no one expected. The defenders were caught by surprise. Before sunset, Memphis had fallen. The impossible had become reality. With the fall of Memphis, Egypt had a new ruler. But King Piye did not see himself as a conqueror. He believed he had restored the sacred order of the two lands. The temples were reopened. The priests returned. Offerings were made once again to Amun. Peace slowly returned to the Nile. For the first time in generations, Egypt was united. A new dynasty had begun. Historians would later call it the 25th dynasty, the age of the Black Pharaohs. Today, the story of the Black Pharaohs is still unknown to many. Yet their pyramids still stand. Their temples still whisper across the desert. Their legacy lives on, not only in Sudan, but in the history of all humanity. They proved that greatness knows no borders and no color. This was the forgotten story of the Black Pharaohs.